Okay. We go. Oh my god.
But long story short, work pressure is really starting to wear me down. You got any medicinal recommendations, Mr. Xianzhou?
I have just the thing, Mr. Albert. Take
His
2 mace of
TV.
heavenward pepper, 3 tails of 7-star chili, and half a caddy of millet pepper.
He sounds
Remove
so
the seeds
good.
And grind together with a splash.
Oh my god,
of
his
prickly
fan?
ash cooking wine. Apply the mixture evenly
I'm
and rinse after
obsessed.
20 minutes. Finally, apply a layer of starch, which will induce a detoxifying sweat.
I can hear
Good for the
Kazuha.
mind
It's crazy.
and the soul.
Dr. Xianzhou, Albert's not
The
the
way
only one
some of those
exhausted around
chilies
here.
looked
I
like
should detoxify
Julian
too.
chilies.
Well, Miss Yunli,
from
start
Genshin?
out by blanching some ingredients in a premium broth, but make sure it utilizes plenty of premium
Yunli's so cute.
chilies.
I see digestion issues on the horizon. Some coriander should help with that.
Our
Stay your
king.
hand. Return that evil herb at once.
Wait, let me turn on CCs.
Unthinkable.
Wait, why are they in Chinese? Hold on. Wait, why are the C? Is wait, why are they in Chinese? Is there no English? Wait, what? Why did auto to Chinese? Anyway, hold please. I'm gonna move up here before we continue. Okay, trailer time. Sorry.
Coming
was
back
chaotic.
to this place brings back so many memories. You know?
Here you are.
Dating.
Everyone, this way.
The Xianzhou La Fu will be holding the Luminary Combat Art Ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Oh.
Why are there Boris in here? Right on time.
Hello there. Hey, old metal. Which one do you want to
Why'd they have to zoom in on her feet?
Rock shattering slash.
I'll never get over the fact that she just like carries around these
Look
big
at
ass
how hard I've
swords.
been training.
Oh my god, March looks so good.
The shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater. Wherever crowds gather, there is always an undercurrent beneath
Now,
the
why
surface.
is he down in the shackling prison?
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
My first meal after regaining my freedom is the flesh and blood of my fellow kindred.
My condolences, Miss Hanya.
Memories of chasing
I'm sorry, what?
and tearing. They've all come back.
If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge.
Is that Xianzhou? No, because there's no way they're killing off XUEYI. There's no way that they're killing her off. She's a puppet. They just need to transfer the soul, right? Oh my god, but what if he devours the soul and they can't transfer it back? God, I'm sick.
Whoo! And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle.
Xianzhou Juming delegate.
It's
Xianzhou Yaoqing delegate, present.
Xianzhou La Fu delegate present.
Good morning.
Good
It's
afternoon,
Yunli
And good evening.
And
eating.
to all our viewers far and wide.
It's Yunli
To
eating
the version
while they're having this
2.4 finest duel
this
under
live
the
stream right now.
pristine blue
She's a mood.
special program. As always, your avian buddy Albert's here to guide you through.
Hi, everyone. I'm Yuli, a sword master from the Juming.
And I'm Jiaoqiu. I may have the appearance of a chef, but I'm actually a healer.
Greetings, everyone. It's been a while.
You're a liar.
I trust you're well.
A pleasure to have you
You're
three
not
in
a
the
hero.
studio. Now, The Penacony
You're a
vacation
liar!
has drawn to a close, and the crew of the Astral Express is bound for a familiar destination, the Xianzhou Lao Fu, which is precisely why this program has invited Xianzhou friends, old and new, to welcome trailblazers back to an old stomping ground. Speaking of which, General Genuine, isn't this your first time on the special program?
It is indeed, Mr. Albert, and I am deeply honored. Had I known of your program's culinary delights, I would never have delayed.
The Shackling prison mention has me
Bon
so
appetit,
intrigued.
General. I hate to bring this up, but our catering costs for this episode were kind of
Because isn't like,
if you'd like to leave a tip, we'd be extremely.
Wait a
oh my god,
minute.
not the credits in
What's this
Albert's
hot pot got to
eyes.
do with you anyway? Didn't the pink-haired fox prepare it?
Well, I'm a hot pot enthusiast, after all. Where I go, the spice follows.
Oh, he
Your
sounds so
illustrious
good.
presence is payment enough, dear friends.
He sounds so
Dinner's
good.
on me.
What a gentleman! Your delicious morality will not be forgotten, good sir.
Let's cut to the chase already. Why are we here anyway?
It's like this. I assume you all received an invitation from the Seat of Divine Foresight, welcoming you to the Luminary War Dance.
Yep, it's a martial arts ceremony. Competitors battle it out in a flash of swords, all for the title of Sword Champion.
Oh,
As a
so
matter of
that's
fact,
why they're
The
gathering.
War Dance is a festival commemorating the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knight's triumphant resistance against the abominations of abundance. As you know, the Law Fu's ambrosial arbor crisis was only recently resolved. Now is the time to regroup and raise our spirits, which is why we have chosen this moment to convene the War Dance.
Okay, but it's
It
definitely
is also for this reason that the title of Sword Champion
it's definitely
will not be
more than
decided in this
just
ceremony.
It won't?
this ceremony.
I fear Master Yenqing will be bitterly disappointed.
Fear not, Mr. Zhao Cho. This war dance isn't only a morale boost. It's also an invitation to allies and friends, a display of peace, and an important duty for the Cloud Knights. That's why Yenqing has taken it upon himself to accompany the Trailblazers for the duration.
Exactly right. In the version 2.4 Trailblaze Continuance mission, Finest Duel under the Pristine Blue One, Trailblazers will witness Yenqing's assiduous side and his new identity.
I get it.
I can't get
One
over
person,
Zhao Cho's like
not enough.
face.
You need our help, right?
He reminds
Such
me
a
of Gin
distinguished
Ichimaru
occasion surely merits the attendance of
from
other
Bleach
esteemed
so
guests.
much.
Of course, this Xianzhou Yaoqing delegation will be led by none other than the Merlin's Claw, General Fei Xiao. At her side will be two senior advisors, Zhao Cho, the Zhao Cho, as well as Moza.
And as for the Xianzhou
Oh,
Yumi,
Moza
me and
reference.
Grandpa, General Huaiyan, the famous Flaming Heart, will be representative.
Wait, are we
Be
gonna
they
meet all
friends
of
from
them in
near or
2.4?
We will welcome them with open arms.
Wait, are we meeting the
This
entire
promises
cast in
to be quite the war
2.4?
dance.
I don't want to lower your spirits, but I heard that the Trailblazers' arrival doesn't always coincide with a happy... I mean, wasn't everyone fighting in the trailer?
3 Arbiter Generals in the same place at the same time? Not a good sign.
Also,
That's not
Yun
all.
Li.
Rumors are circulating
Sounds
through
so
the Alliance
good.
that General Jingyuan's conduct during the Ambrosial Arbor crisis may have violated certain laws of the land. Could it really be that...
Oh boy, I knew where we'd get out. It's true that the other 2 generals will arrive on the Law Fu with a certain assignment. If you want to know the details, then ready yourself for the upcoming Trailblaze continuing story.
Wait, are
Let
they
us refrain from
coming?
needless anxiety. The Law Fu will ensure a spectacular war dance.
Right.
I hope they're
geez,
only
let's
coming
raise
to
the moon.
transfer Luocha and
My legendary new sword
Jingliu
master
and not to
apprentice.
punish
She's been getting a lot
Jingyuan.
of attention. She gets her own intro, right?
March 7th? Of course! With the war dance right around the corner, March couldn't help herself. She set out on her own martial arts journey. Stay tuned. We've got more intel on that coming up on the program. Which reminds me, the war dance ceremony is set to span versions 2.4 and 2.5. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be in the past, but the Trailblazers will continue to be important witnesses to the Xianzhou Laofu's ongoing story.
So it's only 2
The
patches?
separation has been difficult. We've missed the Trailblazers dearly. Here's hoping the Xianzhou Laofu can bring everyone new and exciting experiences.
Can't wait!
Ah, the broth is ready. Shall we add any extra seasonings?
Add 'em all! We gotta make the most of the occasion. It's not every day we get to catch up with the Xianzhou pals. Ooh, and speaking of pals, version 2.4 will be introducing a brand new map, the Shackling Prison.
These pals of yours.
The Shackling Prison's
they're
gonna be
all
a
in
map?
prison?
Not all of them. Not in
Wait, the
official
Shackling
sense.
Prison's gonna be an
The
actual
Shackling
map?
Prison is under the Ten Lords Commission Administration. It's where XUEYI and Hanya work.
The Shackling Prison is where we detain criminals. It's cold, and forbidding entrance is located below the waters of Scale Gorge waterscape.
Huh? That does look creepy.
An individual must first stand trial before being escorted to their cell. For those guilty of particularly heinous crimes, we reserve special cells of biting cold or searing heat. The interrogations of Blade and Locha were conducted in just such a place.
Doesn't sound like an easy place to spring a
So is this
prison
where they
break.
have him and
You can say that
Jingliu?
again. The Ten Lords Commission keeps a watchful eye, and the routes to the cells are tangled webs filled with carefully designed.
I knew this
mechanisms.
update was gonna be
Those
more
who get access
than just
must
like a
first overcome
ceremony.
innumerable tests of fortitude.
It would appear the Shackling Prison is the haunt of wolf-like monsters. Borison?
That's right. The Borison are ruthless beyond measure, infamous for their inborn moon rage. Upon entering battle, the Borison share stacks of bloodlust. When bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, they enter the moon rage state and become enhanced. Ooh, watch your step, Trailblazers.
What happened to catching up
I don't
with
like that.
pals?
I'm sure XUEYI and Hanya would love you to go and express your sympathies. Anyway, with the new map out of the way, it's time we talked about our new friends from the Zhuming and the Yaoqing. Starting with a gifted young girl, Yoon Lee.
Chibi's so cute. Hey, now she's gonna use her sword to whack a bug. Rip the bug. Her animations look so good.
I'm from the Xianzhou Juming, a ship known for its unrivaled craftsmanship. As the records show, some 60 or 70% of all the Xianzhou's armory comes from the artisans of the Juming. Ever since I was little, I've studied sword mastery and weapons forging with my grandpa.
I love how Brenna
I mean,
and Andrew
the Flaming
both
Hawk,
voice physical
Quiet.
characters.
Grandpa's
That's so
always been
cute.
nice to me. He loves me, you know?
Miss Yoon Lee is a talented young lady fascinated with swords. She sees renowned swords as treasures. Some say she can even communicate with them directly. To her, swords are more honest than people. She lives by the phrase, swords make acquaintances, fighting makes friends.
Oh? It so happens that on the Laofu there is an able young man with a similar love of the sword. I have a feeling you two might get along.
You mean Yanqing? He doesn't know the first thing about swords. He collects them like they're going out of fashion, then never uses them.
She's like,
I can hear
He's
those
a
blades
nerd.
crying from here.
Seems like you guys don't share everything in common.
And not to mention, see the giant sword I use? Forged him myself.
Jingyuan literally trying to set them up. And Yinli's like, he's a boy.
Anything out there.
Boys are rough.
Weapons of this caliber usually get their own name. What do you call them?
Not bad, Feathers. Finally, someone who understands swords. I gave him a unique name for the ages. Old Metal.
Huh.
It has a ring about it.
I like it too.
Me and Old Metal have a deep connection. Every time I get into a scrap, I ask Old Metal, which one do you want to strike? Old Metal usually says something like, let's start here and end there. To which I reply, oh.
She's like
all
a
of
sword
them?
whisperer.
All right.
Old Metal's adorable manner belies
She's a
his
sword
formidable
whisperer.
stature.
Yunli might be young, but she's confident and unafraid to speak her mind. It's time we took a look at her skills on the battlefield.
As a physical type character following the path of destruction, gentle persuasion isn't really my style. When using my skill, I restore my own HP while dealing physical damage to a single target and adjacent enemies.
She has a
What really sets Yunli
self-sustain.
apart in combat is the way she counters the enemy. When attacked, she immediately launches a counter on the attacker, dealing damage to the target and adjacent enemies.
Bears a grudge and knows friend from foe. She doesn't mess around.
You gotta use the enemy's strength against them.
It's them showing the
After
same
using my
idol
ultimate,
twice. They
I
really don't
acquired
like
the
that
parry
bug.
state, which allows me to sustain lower damage and taunt all enemies. In addition, my ordinary counter is upgraded to powerful counter, which deals higher damage.
You seem well versed
Wait,
in the
that's
art
a
of the counter.
counter
One
animation?
assumes
I thought that
surprise
was an
attacks during
ultimate
exploration
animation.
aren't a concern for you?
Nope. When using my technique, I obtain a special effect for a set duration. If an enemy launches an attack during that duration, the attack is blocked. And upon entering battle, I launch a powerful
She just sat there and
counter on
ate
a random
food and
enemy.
then countered while he
You've hardly
attacked.
gained your footing when a girl with a giant blade comes running straight for you. Which reminds me, in version 2.4,
Oh.
Trailblazers will experience the swords.
I
to
feel like we haven't had a
Plowshares
companion quest in
mission.
forever.
Granddad and granddaughter arrive on the Law Fu from the Zhu Ming, bringing with them a prize much sought after among the war dance competitors. Wait, you brought something else too? Let's see. Let's save that for another time, shall we?
Now remember, Albert, the prize is for the war dance champion, not the host.
So if Yunli is also set to compete, and were she to prevail, then wouldn't the prize return home with her to the Zhu Ming?
Not so fast now. The Law Fu has something to say about that. The Zhu Ming may have brought the prize, but they ain't leaving with it.
Watch us.
Easy now. External heat needs inner cooling, as they say.
Sounds like another difficult challenge for Yang Jing.
Why do you guys sound so right? Let's move on to another new character, shall we? Hailing from the Yao Qing and soon to be making his appearance, it's military healer Zhao Chou.
Where's the healing? Where's the healing? I would like to see it. Oh, right, there is none. Oh, he's so pretty, though. He's so pretty.
The Yao Qing's
It's
illustrious
the Yai
healer.
Miko ultimate
heard much about
animation
you.
You're too
vibes
kind,
for
General.
me.
My
The
visit to the Law
eyes.
Fu is only in aid of keeping a promise.
You
fucking
owe someone a
eyes
tasty meal?
Well,
are crazy.
taste is secondary to nutrition, Miss Yunli.
I'm curious, Mr. Zhao Chou. Under what circumstances would you usually open your eyes? Forgive me, but, your beef is overcooked.
Huh?
Oh my god, he opened his eyes.
Uh-huh.
Well, seems like culinary emergencies are pretty eye-opening. But I digress. Mr. Zhao Chou, why don't you introduce yourself a little more?
Well, I am employed as a military healer to the Yao Qing's General Fei Xiao. You could consider me one of her retainers.
Let's go,
I'm
Fei
accompanying
Xiao!
the General to the Xianzhou Law Fu for this war dance ceremony.
Huh, so what's with all the broths and ingredients then?
Well, you see, Miss Yunli, I believe in culinary medicine. The notion that we are what we eat. The arts of cooking and healing are one and the same. Which is why I spend so much time delving into the spicy miracles of medicinal cuisine.
A meal is not simply a merry occasion, but an opportunity for food to work quiet wonders for our biological systems. Isn't that beautiful?
Why bother dividing the pot into 9 sections if you're gonna eat from all of them.
I am a self-confessed chowhound, Miss Yunli. I eat,
Come on, Chowhound.
and then I leave.
Oh, you ain't going anywhere yet, Doctor. Delicacies aside, let's
Eating
talk
and
some more
leaving is
about
such
that
a
hero
mood.
of yours. Before you came under General Fei Xiao's command, you were well known in the Xianzhou Yaoqing's Alchemy Commission. You went on to cut your teeth as a military healer with the Cloud Knights on campaigns for the Hunt. I heard you decided to retire, only returning to service at the personal request of the Cauldron Master.
Some people prefer work to leisure, I suppose.
Well,
The Cauldron
I am
Master?
fortunate enough to be respected for my craft. Some even go so far as to deem me a miracle cure.
As General Fei Xiao's strategist, Zhao Cho applies his taste for spice to battlefield tactics. Combat is a bubbling broth, with each side occupying one half of Yunyang Hot Pot.
Indeed. Battles
No
are
one
marked
hot
by
pot.
myriad changes, constantly evolving in a dance of yin and yang.
Well said, General.
They say foxes are cunning creatures. Seems like Mr. Zhao
I'm like
Cho
obsessed
is
with
no
the
exception.
fan that he's just
I
like
think it's time we
holding to
took a look
cover
at
his
what our
mouth.
delicious doctor can do on the battlefield.
Well, about time. I am a fire-type character on the path of nihility. When using my technique during exploration, I create a special dimension. After entering battle with an enemy within the dimension, I inflict them with fire damage. And there's a possibility of following up with a stack of Ashen Roast debuff.
So, we're cooking the enemy alive?
Ashen Roast turns up the heat by causing enemies to sustain greater damage. Any attack that Zhao Cho lands on an enemy has a chance of inflicting Ashen Roast.
Indeed.
Okay.
Case in point, if I were to use my skill to deal blast damage, there would be a chance of simultaneously inflicting a stack of Ashen Roast on the target.
Did you just throw spices into the battlefield?
Sharp eyes, General. After launching my ultimate,
Well,
the
yes.
battlefield becomes an
I
enormous
did.
Yuanyang hot pot. The enemies are trapped in a searing broth, which inflicts damage on each and every one of them. At the same time, the effects of Ashen Roast are
That
compounded
ultimate
for enemies
animation
inflicted
goes
with the debuff,
crazy.
in line with the current highest number of stacks. Immediately after, a field appears, which lasts for a set number of turns.
Whew, all these hot pop visuals are making me hungry again. What does this field do exactly?
Enemies within the field sustain greater ultimate damage. And during their action, there is a chance they will be inflicted by a stack of Ashen Roast.
Oh, it would follow that if, for example, Acheron were on the team, you would be able to help her acquire ultimate charges more quickly.
Absolutely right.
Acheron
Nice of you to invite
mains
the
are
enemy to
very
dinner
happy right now.
before showing them the door.
The last meal they'll ever experience.
Acheron mains are
Word
rejoicing.
of advice? Order out
They said,
next time,
"Oh, a
fellas."
boost for Acheron."
Well, we've gotten to know new friends from both the Zhuming and the Yaoqing. Let's turn our gaze to the version 2.4 banner info. In version 2.4's first half warp event,
Whoa's coming
Trailblazers can acquire
back!
the limited 5-star character
Let's
Yun
go!
Lei, as well as the limited 5-star character Hua. The limited 5-star light cones, Dance at Sunset, and
Oh,
Night
her
of
light
Fright
cone's
will
so
be
cute.
Cat is a human's best friend.
You certainly have a cat-like energy to you, Miss Yunli.
That's so
boosted.
cute.
Let's move swiftly on to this version's second half warp event.
Sparkle's getting a
which boosts
rerun
limited
too.
5-star characters, Zhao Cho, and Masked Fool Sparkle.
I
The drop
did
rates
not
for the
have
limited 5-star light
Sparkle.
cones, those many springs, and
Ooh.
Earthly Escapade will be boosted.
Oh my god, is that March's new light
Another
cone?
eye-opening moment for our fox friend.
Moments spent in
Wait,
the cool shade
March's
of an
new
old
light
tree
cone looks
should be
so
used for
good.
admiring the surrounding scenery.
Couldn't agree more. And almost forgot. The version 2.4 Warp Banner will feature a familiar face on the 4-star light
Oh,
cone.
I'm obsessed.
Poised to bloom.
Oh, it's
She has
Harmony?
the presence of a true swordmaster.
What?
Someone's been taking their training seriously.
Why is it Harmony when
Without
she's a
further
hunt
ado, Let's take a
character?
closer look at the fruits of March 7th's journey as a sword master apprentice.
I don't like that. It's very cute though. Oh, she's so happy. I love that they do this for her, like, ultimate, or
On returning to the
they have her,
Xianzhou,
like,
March 7th is brimming with
flashbacks
excitement
to her
for the
training.
upcoming war dance and decides to learn swordplay from Masters Yun Li and Yan Xing.
I still vividly remember instructing Yang Qing in the way of the sword. Now he's already passing on his knowledge to others. How time flies.
March 7th might be a rookie, but she's also a natural. Her master taught her the best in Juming swordplay. So, naturally, she's made quick progress.
Yan Qing is also March 7th's master. To deprive an inquiring mind of tuition is not in his nature.
Right you are, General.
I heard that March 7th was a bow and arrow user. Brave of her to take up the sword, and no doubt a challenge for her
she
masters.
can use any
I'll
weapon.
say. Not to mention, Yun Li and Yan Xing's swordplay isn't exactly similar. Will March 7th end up with a weird mix of styles?
You're overthinking things. If you're dedicated to the sword, you just need to swing it.
Ah, follow the sword and victory will follow. Well, we've done a lot of talking. Time to see March
Yeah, let me
7th
see her
swordplay
kit.
in
I want to
action.
see what she
March
does.
7th, the Hunt's basic attack deals imaginary damage. When using her skill, March 7th selects a teammate as master and presents them with a special beverage to increase their speed.
It's so
Good
cute.
apprentice.
She's
As a
like, here, have some
promising young
boba.
Student, March 7th has a keen understanding of her master's style. When her master launches an attack or ultimate, March 7th acquires charges. When charges reach a set number of stacks, she immediately takes action again and obtains an enhanced basic attack. Her enhanced basic attack deals set hits of damage to a target enemy, with a chance of dealing further hits.
Just a chance?
She's a rookie, remember? Her moves might be a little rusty, but they can surprise you all the same. Depending on her master's path, her specific attacks possess additional effects.
Wait, can she put the
Right.
buff on multiple
For
people
example,
at once?
Masters on the paths of destruction, erudition, or the hunt can cause specific attacks to deal additional damage. And masters on the paths of nihility, harmony, preservation, or abundance can raise the toughness reduction of specific attacks.
Putting learning into practice.
Wait a minute.
Find an apprentice.
After using her
That looks
ultimate,
like the icon
March
can be
7th
like.
deal damage to a target enemy while improving her next enhanced
Wait,
basic
that's
attack.
kind of like
And
busted though.
For those who were wondering what having March as an apprentice is like, there you have it.
March 7th is humble and learns
Oh,
from all
wait,
her
because couldn't she
During
couldn't she get
exploration, for every
multiple
time a
advanced
teammate uses
actions
their
forward
technique,
then, depending on the
March 7th
team?
acquires a charge at the start of the next battle. When using her own technique, she regenerates energy at the start of the next battle.
It must be a great
Unless there's, like,
privilege
a
to have an apprentice
cooldown?
with such powers of perception.
Well, get this. Completing specific tasks in the version 2.4's Trailblaze Continuance will unlock March 7th the Hunt. Once unlocked, a path switching option will appear in the character interface for this.
That's my
Cute.
apprentice.
She certainly does have the aura of a heroine.
Whew. I think we could all use a lot
That's
of help.
cute.
More exciting updates.
I love
after
that they're
the break.
giving us that version of her just from like participating in the event. That's really nice.
Welcome back, Trailblazers. It's time we took a look. Version 2.4 is all new events. As the war dance approaches, guests and visitors from all corners are converging on the Luofu. But not all are harboring noble intentions. I'm sure all you remember a certain IPC representative by the name of Scott.
Oh, the Alliance is very familiar with the conduct and deeds of the IPC.
Is that the one that was
Hardly
barking?
surprising. Well, Scott is out to demonstrate that Xianzhou
Was that the one who was
swordplay is
barking
no match for IPC
in Orm
tech.
Alley?
Ooh, not only does he have a mech-related provocation in store, but also wants to assert his authority through battle.
For real?
I thought we were
I
done
think
with him.
me and Old Metal owe this guy a beating. Or 10.
Hold your horses, Miss Yun Li. As a matter of fact, your apprentice got a little impulsive and took up the challenge. She's due to face off against her opponent in just 15 days' time.
A familiar turn of events. Are we able to assist Miss March in this endeavor?
Of course! To
Oh,
help
we get a new
defeat
chat
this
box too?
IPC rotten egg, Trailblazers will take up the position of personal trainer. The goal? Develop a 15-day crash course in swordplay.
15 days? Crash course? Mr. Albert, have you heard the proverb, haste makes waste?
Have you heard the proverb, when needs must? Between me and Yan Qing, we've got the sword skills to provide the best crash course in town. Still, balance training also requires rest, relaxation.
Wait,
and
this looks
fun.
so good.
The fabled work-life balance. Sounds like you've got it figured out, Miss Yunli. Results or your money back.
I have a feeling Miss March will have some fortuitous encounters and crucial assistance along the way.
Oh, I
Oh.
love
I might just have
I
to
love
offer
the,
a helping
like-
hand myself.
The
like,
encounters
the
and sword
comic
training
graphic
experiences
novel,
that
like,
March accumulates will dictate
aesthetic
the
of
nature of the
this.
story's conclusion. The end result will always be a solo confrontation with Scott, though the nature of the showdown will also vary accordingly.
Following the ending,
We get 3
Trailblazers can
Eidolons for
acquire
her?
Stellar Jade and March 7th, the Hunt's Eidolon.
With the combined assistance of her friends, surely Miss March will prevail over Scott.
Absolutely?
As long as a swordmaster is worthy of the sword in their hand,
So I assume we'll get
they have
the
nothing
first
to worry
3
about.
in
Wise
this update,
words
and then
indeed,
probably
Miss
the
Yunli.
last 3
Whoa.
in 2.5.
Let's move on to another event. After leaving Penacony, I'm sure Trailblazers will remember with fondness their unpredictable old
We're-
friends, the trash cans.
We're
It
never
would
gonna
seem these
escape
old
the
friends
trash.
have appeared on the Xianzhou.
Up here they have. And a medical intern from Penacony is on the lookout for an assistant. Their goal?
We're never
to
gonna
complete
escape
a
the
series of
trash.
shoots to uncover the secrets of the Marastruck.
Wait, what? They're doing a trash can shoot?
You better believe it. The intern in question is Randolph, and just like the Trailblazers, they're a trash can enthusiast.
If you spend enough time in the cosmos, there's nobody you won't encounter. Trash can enthusiasts? Comes with the territory.
During the event, Trailblazers must use the photography software provided by Randolph to take pictures of trash cans hidden among the crowds.
Different trash cans.
Why does
mean
this feel
different
like
points.
Pokemon
Some
Snap
cans
Trash
even
Can
adopt instructional
Edition?
movements. Do your best to get them all on film to maximize
This
your
is
points and
literally
complete the
Pokemon
stage
Snap.
objectives.
And a friendly reminder, trash cans may appear unexpectedly and
I'm
without
that one rolling
warning.
down the stairs.
Trailblazers wishing to catch them all will need their wits about them.
Now, this event isn't confined to the Xianzhou. Your old friends have also appeared in Bellabog.
Ain't no way they
Rumor
brought back
has
those
it that
posters.
Bellabog inhabitants have recently been attacked by a shadow of unknown origin.
Ain't no way they
To
brought
resolve
back the,
this case,
the
Our trash can
posters.
friends need the strength of Trailblazers and Bellabogians alike.
And that's the end of the trash can related content for this version. Right?
Don't speak too soon. In the Trailblaze Friendship is Magic event, Trailblazers need to use specific characters to play the role of magician and summon a special trash can comrade, Letter Pony, to fight alongside them.
A trash can summoning magician. Does this sorcerer have any other notable abilities?
Of course! The magician's skill and ultimate will acquire all new combat effects with the power to command mini-cans during battle. The mini-cans' attack and talent abilities will depend on which character was used to summon them, adding further
Was
layers
that
to
a
the combat
Caleb?
experience. For example, the
Was
skills
that
of
a
certain
Caleb
magicians summon
poster?
mini-cans onto the battlefield up to a maximum of 5. The more mini-cans on the battlefield, the higher the attack and the more energy regenerated for the magician.
Classic trash warfare.
This is the
Well, get
most
this.
unserious
Some mini-cans can
event
even enter an ultra gold state and
I have
receive
ever
extra
seen in my
buffs. And
life.
we only scratch the surface. Trailblazers who wish to test the limits of magical trash can strength can do so in game. The event will launch a new challenge stage daily, with 5 stages total, and each stage split into 2 difficulties. After completing the initiation trial
Battle
challenge,
Boster's sending
Trailblazers can
me.
unlock the official trial difficulty for an even harder test.
See you on the battlefield, friends.
I need another breather. Don't go anywhere, Trailblazers. More exciting updates after the following broadcast.
Oh my god, that's so funny. So wait, was that all the events that we're getting in 2.4?
Welcome back, y'all.
Let's
As
go,
always,
Tempo.
In version 2.4, we'll be seeing the return of 10 free warps and the
And
Get
those
to
are
Odyssey
10 polls
check-in event.
towards my man
I was
Moses.
waiting for you to say that.
Some comforts are here to stay.
And of course, there's also the double events.
Mhm.
Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty.
Remember to complete the simulated universe or divergent universe for double planar ornaments.
And we haven't even got to this version's system optimizations yet, starting with the relic system. When using the filter function to screen relics already in your possession, filter choices can be saved for a faster selection process. Meanwhile,
Ooh,
in the
that's
relic
nice.
inventory, Trailblazers will find new quick lock and quick discard functions. When choosing relics for a character, relics will be sorted according to the character's relic set prioritization, with the most suitable relics appearing first. There's also a new feature
Oh.
for relic substat recommendations.
By using the recommended relics feature, not only can Trailblazers view a character's most frequently used relic set, but also the recommended main and subsidiary stats.
And finally, when checking Simulated Universe Interface and Cavern of Corrosion in the Interastral Peace Guide, Trailblazers can see recommended characters for the
Oh,
relics
that's
in
so
question.
good.
How considerate.
Now, to allow Trailblazers to come into faster contact with new versions, captivating events, and time-limited rewards, 2.4 has added an advanced access feature for both Trailblaze continuance and events.
So if a Trailblazer doesn't meet the prerequisite conditions for a given event,
Oh, so for
they
people
can
who like
still experience
haven't
the
caught
new
up with
version's
the
events and
story,
missions?
You got it.
they can get the event
Trailblazers
done.
who've reached level 21 will see a Play Now icon appear on the event
That's really
page
nice.
for events with advanced access eligibility. Just select the icon to join the experience.
Now that's an optimization. Ready and waiting.
Ooh.
In the mission catalog, missions with early access will feature a special icon. Maps yet to be unlocked will get temporary map teleportation access, while also featuring a special icon. Trailblazers
That's
can freely
really nice,
switch between
too.
the displays for the normal map and the temporary maps unlocked as a result of advanced access event activation.
And what if Trailblazers achieve the normal event activation requirements during the course of early access?
Good question. In that case, the event will terminate the advanced activation state and the temporary map channel will close. However, game data will be retained and Trailblazers can continue participating in gameplay as normal through the event stream.
Which is when I get my hands on the limited time event rewards.
In other news, in the not too distant future, a new episode of Knowing the Universe will be upon us. We've invited celebrated novelist Yoshiki Tanaka to be with us on the program. Together, we'll be exploring thoughts and imaginings on the subject of the boundless universe. A huge thank you to Mr. Tanaka for his participation. Man, I can't wait to see that
I wonder if we're gonna
episode.
get like
And finally,
hidden
intel
clues.
on a mysterious collaboration destined for launch in 2025.
Oh?
What?
Bracing
No way!
For more info, stay tuned
Are
for
you
official
kidding?
announcements, Trailblazers. Whew. That brings us to the end of the version 2.4
I did
special program.
not have a collab with Fate Stay
Returning to the
Night
Xianzhou, getting to know new
on my
Xianzhou
Star Rail
friends.
bingo card.
You guys sure know how to get an old owl excited.
Will March be able to perfect her sword play?
3 Xianzhou generals in the same place at the same
That's
time.
nuts.
Who knows what kind of stories will unfold?
Let us all bear witness to the future of
It's gonna
the
be like a year though
Xianzhou
until we get
lawful.
that.
See you in the next one, Trailblazers.
Till next time.
See you next
then.
time.
Wow, that was crazy. I was not expecting a Fate Stay Night collab. Is this XUEYI? It's XUEYI taking on this entire group of enemies by herself. That's crazy.
My first meal after regaining my freedom.
Oh! Oh, he looks so good. Oh. The two of them in the frame together. The two of them in the same frame together is literally giving me so much life. I missed him in the frame. You want to know why? I was too busy looking at Zhao Cho's pretty face. I didn't even notice most of it in the background. Oh. He looks really good. His end game, like, I know this is a cutscene, but this end game looks so good.
Is the flesh and blood of my fellow kindred.
This is concerning me. This is really like, oh my god, do we think that they're actually gonna like fully kill off XUEYI? Like, they literally have already done it to Tingyun. And I know that XUEYI is like a puppet, but like, I just assumed that when she transferred, like, I assumed that it was still her soul in the puppet, and like they needed to transfer it to a new puppet if like an old puppet like got like messed up. So like, what if something happens to where they can't do that and she actually is like gone? Unless this puppet's a decoy. Look at her. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes.
Always up for a challenge.
Wait, I thought she had a gunblade. Does she also have a polearm? This looks like a battle axe. Wait, I'm so confused. Does she use a gunblade or a battle axe? Oh my god, what if this weapon like swaps into multiple weapons? What if it could be a battle axe and a gunblade? Or what if she wields multiple weapons? Oh, I'm gonna be sick.